Hello, hello. Let's go. So this is going to be the seventh session for this character, or the sixth. I'm not that sure if I created this one in the first or the second session of my backpacker adventures. Be that as it may, I've taken my time between this and the last session. Houdini, Joe, hey there, welcome. Nice to see you both. Taken my time between this and the last session to check out the crafting menu, and it has been very, very frustrating to say the least. So the gist of it was that without a tool with a anvil quality of 3 or more, all these things won't be of any use. I'm very grateful that you do so, Houdini. Thank you so much. Appreciate your support. A tool with anvil quality of 3 or more, well, that's an anvil. First off, I could craft it, okay? But we will need a crucible for that. A crucible, well, I have checked out how to create a clay crucible. And surprise, we'll need clay. Who would have thought? But would also need, well, okay, nearby fire would work too. I'm not sure if this is all worth the effort there. Since, if I'm completely honest with myself, the environment here is not that attractive in the long run. This is some backwater area where we don't have any access to deeper resources. What's really good here, as far as I can see from my newbie eyes, are these farm fields. Because we'll have food, and if I manage to survive until the fall season. But if so, we will be well off. No, what I've made up my mind around is I want to invade Hampton somehow. I can only remember that it was quite dangerous to cross this road here because of the Migo encampments, but the it ain't easier on this side here when we check out the road right next to the swamp. This is truly one cursed bridge. It's amazing how nasty that one is. But if I should make it somehow past that, it should be glorious. Hampton looks like a pretty big town. The other option would be down here, and I'm truly considering it, because there might be a wasp nest here and a beehive there, but that only means that I should exclude that angle. What did I have here? Rifles. So basically, if I stay next to the waterline, I should be fine. The only downside there is it's a pretty long way to go, you know. We'll have a substation there. Did not get them. Hey, Hyorin, hi there. Well, the notification thing on Discord is somewhat slow. It hasn't posted yet. I don't know why it doesn't, but that's why I usually make that announcement on the general channel. Well, I announced that I'll be online in 15 to 30 minutes. It's difficult for me. I don't want to be too spammy for the people that are subscribed through Twitch pings, but at the same time, it's quite a pain to drop it on the right time. Well, I did that manually, Huron. That wasn't automatically. Okay, so no matter how I turn it, I somehow don't like my situation. So this road here will also lead me through Fungaloid Town, and honestly, I don't want to get close to that as good as I can. Coleraine seems to be some backwater nest as well. Dover is the next biggest town, but something was blocking me at Coleraine. This is a very difficult game save file, gotta say. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do what we always do. move forward. My plan is to make my way to Enosburg, because I got the feeling as if we should relocate, you know? A city is where I want to be. I need to get this killer body into motion. But before we can do all that, we will read a lot, and I'm going to heal myself a bit up, because right now I'm seriously not in any good shape. So let's see, we got no medical supplies? Is that really the case? Find that hard to believe. So what do we have here? All manner of packed food. Some read out books. So... oh, nice to hear that, Huron. Realm Grinder is wonderful. It will keep you busy for years, and I'm not over-exaggerating. Not at all. A 1440p monitor. Oh, I don't have that, sadly. So, we're gonna read, and I think it's time that I start crafting some bandages. I got no clue. Do we have bleach? Actually, most households do have that to some degree. Isn't that accessing these? Oh, no, here. So, just a sec. Is this the whole house's inventory? I'm confused about my advanced inventory right now. Where's that? No, that's what I'm actually carrying around. Why is it not looking at these things? Because it's too dark, I guess. So we're going to... ooh, my inventory is crammed filled. Okay. Oh, well, that sounds like a great plan, Joe. Well, for now, I'm quite happy to have a second monitor. So, all this stuff... I think I alluded this the last episode when I was at this crazy town. Can't quite remember at this point. So we're going to... shouldn't have done this, but whatever. Wow. That's a lot of food. But this is good. We will need a lot of food. Because until I can leave here, I want to heal up as good as I can. Well, figuring out what's worth taking and what's not is really hard. Hey, AFK! It's always nice to see you as well. You always have such a nice way of using words. So, I can just go over and pack these MRE packages and protein rations if I want to go over to the neighborhood. So, yeah. The advanced inventory did only not work because it was too dark. My other character has night vision that did confuse me a little bit. So, where is the environmental thing? Surrounding area. There it is. Because this is a very, very nifty way of checking out your environment. We got... lots of crappy food, actually. Okay. What books do we have? Lots of books, actually. Wow. Got to the rural house in my run, but not done much else. Well, getting into a house is already a big thing to do, so congratulations. Your chances of survival have increased. Rural houses are awesome. I don't know much about this game yet, but I do know enough to know that it really brings you further. So let's study through the lens until my survival has hit level 3, And then I'm going to check out the big book of first aid. But one thing at a time. I also seem to need to craft up more medical supplies. Just going to be quite hard. That fungaloid is a true pain. I shouldn't. I had no clue how much of a pain it would be before I was in it. Firearm waterproofing. Okay. Ported barrel. Redirects exhaust gases to compensate for a muzzle climb. Alright, so that doesn't seem like from my survival skills. Arrow crafting. Canned food. Okay, seems like I haven't checked out these since a while. So, what woods meat soup? Whatever. The cooking menu of this game is quite excessive. So we can now, as the book title has promised. Maple pie, tortilla chips, space cake. Oh boy, the baker's companion has taught me to bake space cakes. Alright, not bad. Hardtack, pancake, waste bread. But there's one thing that I learned, that learning all these recipes out of books is invaluable, because you learn so many useful things out of that, which you obviously can't learn without books, as far as I've seen things. So, yeah, the nearby tomb. I have no brazier yet, no. Chainsaw. I can craft my own chainsaw. I can't remember what the brazier was about. I think it was a portable fire source or something like that. Can only remember we talked about that in the last session. Charcoal forge. I can't create my own forge by now. That's really neat. Okay, metal axe head. Trying to keep track of all the new things, but it's really hard. Stone chopper. Well, that sounds like survival things. Survivor headlamp. Materials. Reinforced glass. Felt patch. Okay. Lets you have a fire safely so it doesn't spread. Well, I'm always using these ovens in the kitchens. It seems to work out quite decently, honestly. Like, if I start fires over here, it always has been fine. Alright, so cooked hot dogs. I can't even make a real hot dog here. Nice. Hot dog or cat food? Hard decision. Not really. Okay, let's make ourselves a cheeseburger. Who knows how long these fat times will last. Oh yeah. Why is there a cloud of smoke again? I really wonder how I can avoid that that smoke poisoning in there. I mean, the windows are open. I guess you're supposed to use these ovens differently. Wait a sec, can't I wait until I have catched my breath? No. Maybe I did catch my breath already. Okay, so a old and hot cheeseburger set. Yum. Chow down. Well, my oven was on fire. I've seen that there are methods to cook with electricity only, and I think that won't produce smoke. Alright, let's stick with the big book of first help there, because I really want to learn as many skills as possible before I go to the big town. Because chances are I won't be stopping back to this place anytime too soon after. So, well, let's cook ourselves again something. Let's hope without the smoke problems here. It did work out. Wonderful. So, one hot dog, coming fresh. So, well, my diet doesn't look too healthy, honestly. Cashews, but whatever. Whatever works, works. Now, let's dig deeper into the Book of First Aid. Because as far as I've understood this game, a high rank in First Aid does help you apply medical supplies better and such. And I can now create my own saline solution. Wonderful. Okay. Can create real bandages too, but I want to do some makeshift bandages and bleach them. I have some bleach in the light industry next door. We could check that out. But let's drop our quarterstaff and do some workout. I have still no clue if workouts do actually do something for your character or not. Or if it's just a absolute waste of time. Still wondering about that, honestly. Diet-wise, I've seen a couple of people making a lot of effort out making pine needle tea and pinecone nuts to even things out for vitamin C. Nice to know, thanks for that. Because I really have no clue how quickly this game does punish you for a unbalanced diet. But for what it's worth, I have some gummy vitamins. I gotta say, I never survived too long in this game yet. But let's have a couple of cookies before we go to bed. Alright. And hi there, Dave, in case I missed you. Alright. My wounds are really only slowly healing. The torso damage seems to take ages to to go away. I don't know. Are there some clothes that I could disassemble here? It doesn't look like. This place is really poor. Or this sleepy room here. Well, there's a first aid kit, at least. Should plunder that. Here are some medicines that I deposited, but there's really no good source of cloth or anything like that here. It's quite depressing. Well, let's stay on that healthy cookie diet and keep going. Now, some mineral water. Some nonsense about the whole woodsman knowledge and harvesting from pine trees. Well, I've seen that you can create a lot of stuff with survivor knowledge. We're going to try and collect some cattails later for the food. I like those. Pine boughs and pine cones. Yeah, exactly. I've noticed them already too. So I can create an anesthesia kit. Okay. I don't think that I will ever need to use this on myself. At least I hope so. Because that wouldn't make any sense. Now, I need rags. I really need rags. Could take down the curtains here, but honestly... Should I? Yeah. Tear down the curtains. And disassemble the sheets. Patchwork cotton sheet. Seriously? Choose corpse to butcher. I really had no clue that you can use this as well. So... Can I disassemble those for further? So, a patchwork cotton sheet. Patchwork cotton clothing parts. Good lord. Does this ever yield rags, is what I wanted to know. Yes, it does. Okay. God bless. Does it ever turn into rags? Tell me. Alright. Because this is actually quite quite a valuable thing to do, I think. And here it doesn't ask me how many times I want to do that. Why, for the love of God? Procedure only does take 1 second, so can we... I can't do this, Okay, that's weird. Just watch the first part. Okay. Womithrax, yeah. Well, I love it to hear that there's there are some dedicated players out there. For me, I have a very similar relationship to a guy called Ultraviolent 4 on he's kind of like the major provider on YouTube for dungeon crawl stone soup content. Lovely guy, really extremely good at explaining things. Project Zomboid. I checked that out lately, but it didn't click for me, honestly. The graphics were a little bit of a turn off for me. Maybe I'll see that in the future differently, but I don't know. So we made all these bandages. Wonderful. Yeah. Okay. Where's my staff? Come on, guys. Don't tell me. Here we go. So we got a dozen of makeshift bandages now. Say that's a absolute victory there. Amazing cultivation simulator. Yeah, well, it's worth your time. It's a very chill game. It's a really chill game. That's something I really should say. Well, Dave, I don't think in dimensions like that. What kind of games I still have to do or not. There's so many games that I've been through basically already, which I still pick up from time to time, like old titles from the Might and Magic series. They come back every now and then for me. I just realized that I got stuff in my closet that I haven't checked out here. Getting older. Waffles. 8 friggin' pancakes. There's a whole diner in there, and I had no clue. Okay. But let's just keep reading and such. I really need to. Or, wait a sec. We're going to check out if there's bleach in the light industry area there, because I really would like to try if I heal faster, if I bandage myself, you know. Because I got the feeling as if this torso needs some treatment. So, Jade Empire. Actually, never heard of that. Okay, so let's see. I'm pretty sure that this heavy industry complex should yield us some bleach somewhere. I hope I'll make it into the next town today. I really hope. I'm so hyped for all the things that are to be found over there. Because honestly, once I grab a foothold in that area, Enosburg should be... Look at the size of this place. We just need a good hideout in there somewhere. Okay, so let's see. There has to be bleach somewhere. These crazy American households end up having always bleach somewhere. Doesn't look like I'm seeing any luck here or there, though. Damn. Ah, this was the house with the windows. So ammonia, that doesn't quite work. Almost there. Almost there. Finishing stuff. Yeah. Exactly. I just have figured out the importance of bandages for healing speed-ups quite recently. I'm playing this game also a lot while I'm not streaming it, so I keep learning a ton of things. Doesn't look like this place has any room that looks like it's yielding us leech that I haven't checked out already. Good God. How unlucky. Let's see. We got a chainsaw, though, and a friggin' jackhammer. I got access to quite some heavy tools here. Or maybe down there. Oh, come on, guys. Don't be like that to me. Okay. Looks like I have no, none of those available, so we need to do it the old school way. Cook them. So how much firewood do I have here? I'm pretty sure the answer is not enough. Let's smash down that fence a little bit more. Alright. So... Whoops. Putting on a plank would be tricky. Can't I just wield that? Okay, whatever. We're gonna do it like that. I wonder if there's any easier way of getting firewood on a place which doesn't involve bundling it up to 10 things at once. Well, I just want to bleach my bandages, that's all. But okay, let's pick up every single stick and do it like in real life, you know? You would have to do this like that in real life too. As unpleasant as it might be. Oh well. I still don't know if I hate or love this game for details like that. And I still don't know if I'm just too stupid to find the proper function to make it easier or not. But this is a feeling which accompanies me with this game a lot, to be quite honest. Haul it? I don't know. Is there any bigger command for hauling? Let's check out the haul items along the ground. Well, that would yeah. Let's see. Oh, where is this button again? Hidden on the German keyboards. Keep forgetting it. I think it was that one. Well, I'll check that out off camera. Right now, I don't have the nerve to overwrite my muscle memory, which works out quite fine with how I do it. But thanks, Joe. I'll yeah, this one is not really bound on German keyboards. We rarely use that. It's a little bit tricky to access it. It was it is some right alt shenanigans, and I forgot which one. Shift Alt 7. Alright, let's try that. So... No, Shift Alt 7 is the... that's the advanced inventory management for me. Well, whatever, we got enough firewood now to work with it. And I'll dig into that between the streams. Because I know where to look, but I'm just a little bit too tired and mostly lazy to check it out. Alright, so here we can cook out bandages just by using water. The result is actually the same. If you check out the stats here, it's no difference between a boiled and a bleached bandage. The difference is just we can bleach bandages without a fire. Anywho, we're going to do that. So let's apply some freshly cooked bandages. Where are these now? Here. They are hot. Fresh hot bandages. Wasn't move a single item. Destination can only hold 2. Wait a sec. So game, stop confusing me. Why did my expanded my advanced inventory management work so well on my other character and on this one not? Questions, no answers. It's the key right next to the 0. Well, it's achievements for me. Stop confusing me, Joe. I need to check this out in a peaceful minute. Okay. What's most important is now I have finally cooked my bandages. Let's put them on my torso. And on all the other parts there. Do they work better because they're hot? Well, the thing here is to explain my confusion to you, Joe. My keyboard is actually labeled like a U.S. American keyboard because my dad gifted that keyboard to me as a Christmas present, and he derped it out. He didn't manage to buy a German one, and now I am here with this keyboard which has non-descriptive key printing, so I can't read out where that button is supposed to be. So you must be wondering if I'm somehow mentally challenged or something like that. I have no clue where it is supposed to be. Yeah, exactly. The this button you're saying there. I have a depiction of that too. I could also swap over to English keyboard bindings, but I'm usually too lazy for that. Okay, now let's get back to business. I'm carrying around a lot of junk with me. Change that for a second. Seriously, the other day when I pressed enter, the items were dropped on the ground. Yeah, okay. Now it behaves like it should. Wonderful. Whatever. Sometimes I confuse myself with this user interface a ton. But I guess everybody who's learning this game is experiencing this to some degree. Now we got these bloodbolts. Got all this medical gear. That's all stuff I want to keep. Well, it's actually not that much. These wallets make everything look so bloated. But money is actually not bad to have. Also in the post-apocalyptic world. Steel Parliament, hey there. Well, chilled so far. Pretty chilled. My poor guy here is trying to get better after being brutally mauled by zombies continuously. My plan is to heal up and then go to the next township for good. Alright, so we boiled all the bandages now, didn't we? So now let's see. I want to pick up something. Wow, there's lots of stuff here. Here. Now it works as intended. Okay. Whatever the reason that's been. Okay, we at least got some makeshift bandages now. So I can't create a dozen of bandages out of each curtain. It's actually quite a lot. I mean, it would take some time to do so, but we can create our own medical supplies with that, which is really good. Okay. Ah, that's the wrong book. Wait a sec, didn't I have... Now I'm confused. Didn't I have that big book of first aid? Ah, my head. Ah, okay. Now that's an explanation. My skill is already on 3. That's explaining everything. Okay. I'm actually learning a lot of things here. So the DIY companion can bring us fabrication, bring our fabrication to 6. That's insane. That's a lot. Mechanical mastery. These books are pretty high tier, honestly. I'm quite happy with that. And also I got even higher tiered fabrication books down there. The Swords of the Samurai. I really need a forge. I really need to forge. So let's try and learn some more fabrication. Since I'm stuck here and I need to heal, might as well learn to forge samurai swords. I mean, what's life worth if you're not learning to forge samurai swords? Okay, it's done. Let's start a fire and see what we can cook ourselves here. Let's go for a little bit of hot dog. Where did it land now? It's always the biggest question for me. Where did my food land? I guess the easiest way is to check out. Just search it in the search bar and have no second doubts about that. Okay, so next question, bandaging. Does that do anything? No, it doesn't increase anything. So let's check out the difference between being bandaged and being not bandaged. Yeah, it's quite massive. Alright, that's why I didn't heal, because I didn't use bandages. It takes forever to heal without, so... Can you convince people to come with you? Yes, yes. So... Hey, Ari, just welcome. Well... So I literally made my life a lot harder than necessary by not knowing about the value of bandages, but that's okay. These things teach me a good lesson. I like that. So... And it's been like that with all roguelikes I've played so far, that whenever I was starting out, I was making such foolish mistakes for such long times. Way past time than necessary, but that's okay. That's completely okay. Fabrication 5, here we go. So this is some serious stuff, I guess. Alright, a ceremonial dagger carried by, however is you pronounce that. A pitchfork. Plated leather armor. Ooh. Nice. I can create myself my own welding mask now. This is really good news. So we still need a forge for that. Anvil and stuff. But I like that. I really like that. Here we go. Greaves, roller blades, and roller skates. Hammer, hand drill, ice axe. Oh, gimme. These things, that's really good stuff. Such a good multi-purpose weapon. Alright, turns out we can create some really good stuff now. It's that dishwasher. Yeah, I can create it all. Washing machine. Yeah. Steam engine. But aluminum powder. Okay. But let's not stop there. Let's go all the way down. But first, let us eat some pancakes before they turn old. Okay, now, can't I reread now a couple of new books after I got The Swords of the Samurai, Fabrication to 10? What the hell? I had no clue. I really thought that... Okay, maybe it wasn't as high tier as I thought. Nice. Okay, so... It's 8 a.m. Let's see what we can do here. Let's get ourselves some extra water back, and I'm going to... Do I have to... Keep reading. Just don't know what to read at this point anymore. Well... Let's start learning cutting weapons. How about that? I don't know why I should pump up more and more fabrication at this point. Because honestly, I'm so friggin' far away from being capable of producing any of these higher tier items that I don't really see the value of learning higher tier skills in these departments, honestly. Fresh ravioli. Is there anything which will go old? Well, there's these hot dogs. You know what? We're going to create... We're going to... chain craft them. And here we go. Campfire hot dogs. Yum. Can we actually further proceed those? Process those? Let's see. Doesn't look like I do. I can't create lots of teas though. Okay. Let's do some clean water though. Yeah, I'll stop crafting. My dude. Ow. I really wonder what I should do differently to avoid that. I haven't understood yet what I do wrong there. Hey, Chrono, welcome. Nice to see you. I've just I thought today that I haven't seen you a couple of days. Funny, isn't it? I'm happy to see you back. Alright, let's sip in some water. Oh my god. Oops, that was a little bit much. I'm full now. Alright, let's keep learning the cutting weapons thingies. At the end of the day, it's pretty vital to have, because if I want to ever change my fighting style, and I'm pretty sure I won't keep a quarterstaff forever, it's pretty good if I already know the basics for other weapons. I see. I hope your life is a little bit stressful right now. Or just well, I stand in some smoke always, and I have no clue how that I could avoid that. The windows are open, and I was really wondering what I'm doing wrong there, or if that's just something that happens if you are cooking on an open fire in a closed house, and you can't avoid that unless you are not cooking anymore in a closed house. So let's see. My torso will see some extra healing from that, so let's do this. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to bandage every part of my body. Then we're going to disassemble this place a little bit further. So, just want to create more of these patchwork bandages or makeshift bandages because they are just that good. Or you have no bandages at all. There we go. I don't want to put them on the desk. I want to pick them up. Alright. Now, let's hope I won't be killing myself again. And let's fetch some more water. And then there's still the question, how the hell am I going to make it into the next town without dying to some zombies or whatever is on the way there. It's really freaking me out a bit. Alright. There we go. We got all we need. There's some mineral water. And let's keep reading. So, I think using something better than oven would stop that. Yeah, I think so too. Well, I love CDDA, Chrono. It's one of the coolest games that I've picked up lately. So, electric stove hot plate. Okay, that shows me that I'm on the on the right direction there. Thanks, Argist. Because I've seen those while skilling up my electronics skills a bit, and I figured that these items should this kind of cooking gear should be what I want to aim for in the near future. All right, so let's see. Do I profit from any form from the bandages? Now, what do we learn next? Piercing weapons? Yeah. I'm really eager to have some basic knowledge of all manner of different weapons, because I got no clue what I will find along the way. Because there could be a good piercing weapon in the loot, there could be a good cutting weapon in the loot. I rather learn a lot of different basics for now. So, a spear would be actually a pretty good thing. Actually not that hard to craft too. But well, I'm so good with bashing weapons right now. I feel like I should have made that decision, if so, a while earlier. The thing about spears is they got a reach attack. And if I learned anything in my time from Dungeon Crawl, then that reach attacks are quite OP. Because you can basically skip one tile and attack the enemy from afar. And as we all know, our good friend and enemy, the zombie, is not exactly the fastest enemy out there. And this brings us to a pretty neat advantage towards zombies. Basically, the TLDR of that is with a spear, you can just kill zombies without any real risk of revenge if you're lucky. Alright. Really like how learning weapon skills that I can really use opens up crafting recipes. Oh yeah, me too, Broccoli. Palmer, me too. Really love it generally how intermingled everything here is. Like, learning one thing improves a lot of other things. This is all the way down like that. I love this. Okay, it's time to go. today we're going to make the run. Let's eat our old hot dogs. And let's see. No, let's extinguish the fire. I want to grab some fresh water before I do that. Freshwater cooking thing. I mean, we're hopefully not coming here for the last time, but who knows? Maybe I'll die on the road. That sound is is so wicked. Okay, now we have that. Let's see. Let's check out my inventory. So I got makeshift bandages, antiseptics, a little bit of drugs even. My clothing is a little bit worn. Okay, but I guess I can't really change that right now. Well, those books, they don't need to be with me. And I also have no real food on me, so let's change that though. But apart from that, I'm ready to go into adventure / death. So these MRE packages are pretty heavy. Let's see. What do I have on me then? Cheese spread, rotten. Yum. So I'm not convinced about this. Okay. I want to grab those protein rations. I don't know. Here we go. Onwards to adventure. Most likely a painful death, but whatever. So, oh, there's a lot of things. I don't play with zombie. I don't know zombie evolution. I haven't. If it's by default on, it is on. If not, then not. So. It's CDDA, Steel Parliament, not CBDA. Can we please change topics, guys? Today I learned that I can create fertilizer out of bird poop, among other things. Okay, so the traveling route will be like this. Okay. Just hope for the best. Got my safety mode back on because I don't want to get gibbed accidentally on the way. Well, I really got no clue if I mean, I guess I would need to look into the world settings for that. I'll check that out. So, can this drive? No, I'm not going to hotwire this thing. No. Don't want to have a BP noise machine on the road again. Been there, done that. Zombie technician. So that's the substation. But I don't want to risk my life here. Where is that Bermantic? Okay. North of me. I don't want to be a carrier. Thank you. Leave me alone. Ugh. I hate these things. Under options, I think. We should just have them. Well, let's see. Current world. Ah, here. Or should it be somewhere else? Number 8. Monster Evolution Scaling Factor. Interesting. Item spawn scaling factor. Alright. Well, the more you know. But I'm okay with some sort of progression in that game. Also on the side of the baddies. Alright, let's turn off safe mode for a moment here. Okay. We're entering new territory here. Well, I rather not touch the stats and the scaling of the game unless it's too hard for me. Because otherwise, I don't know. Since I do a lot of tutorial material, I like to go for the challenge as it is default for all of the players, or even a little bit more. Because this way I can try if stuff that I've learned is actually working out, or not. If that makes any sense. And also I like a challenge, that's true as well. Not a lie. Damn these fungaloids. So I hope these giant flies are not aren't out for a fight here. They're always damaging. We were playing Cataclysm. I have enabled that once, but honestly, what have I done? I had a run into a giant dragonfly. Oh no! Have to be more thoughtful. My god. Okay. Okay. Everything is fine. There's nothing really, but there is nothing bad happened. My goodness. Giant dragonflies were more dangerous ones too. So, hey, thanks for the cheers, Mia Sophie. Learning curve charm, yeah. I auto ran into a giant dragonfly. It didn't hurt me too badly. I just had a couple of wounds in the legs, but it sure did scare the hell out of me. So, you know what? We're going to see where is that retrieve software. So could go back to the EWEC shelter. How about that? Well, I'm getting better at this game, yes, so far. In the course of the time, I have learned a lot. But I gotta say, I keep playing this game in pretty much every free moment right now. When I'm not working on anything else, content creation-wise, I'm playing CDDA. It has become quite the obsession for me. But, well, I don't feel ashamed or bad in any way. So, let's see. I'm pretty sure I haven't blundered this place thoroughly the last time. Never do. Detergent. Here we go! 7 bottles of water. So, oh, it's lots of weight though, but whatever. It's also water. Protein rations. Pick a couple of those extra. Just want to have enough resources to stack my pack myself down at some point. Spores and fungus, yeah. For me, yeah, so far as a I'm playing roguelikes since I'm a teenager. This game is truly something that I was waiting for and searching for, because the depth of that game is truly oppressive, to put it into realistic words. But at the same time, it's so friggin' rewarding. The more you learn, the better you feel about everything you do, and the smoother everything gets. But at the same time, you feel like a victim of this world most of the time. It's lovely. Truly has everything I loved about roguelikes in it, from flair-wise. Well, the fungaloids are honestly the reason why I want to skip town here, because they are spreading so far, and my hope is that if I never ever get back into this area again, they just stay contained here, and I'll live my happy life somewhere else. Well, it's quite lovely, Chrono, that this game has tiled support at this point. So many old roguelikes have been beautied up by this kind of graphics because honestly, it ain't that horrible. It could be better for sure, but it does totally the trick. And honestly, considering the things that we're facing here, it's truly kind of the game that we don't have to see everything as detailed as it is. I personally love horror when it leaves open room for imagination, and this game does a good job at that. Well, I do run on my other save files by now, and on my other worlds by now, the no fungaloid growth mod. I know it's a little bit overkill, and it shuts down the fungaloids completely, but I don't feel bad about that. There's a mound of dirt. This is bad. Oh boy, sorry guys. This means that there's a dermatic hive there. It's disgusting. I still haven't fought one dermatic from up close, but the flavor text about these things trying to lay their eggs in you was totally turning me off, and I was like, no, I'm never gonna let these things touch me. Never ever. So, you would never be able to get this much depth or detail in a gameplay today. Yeah, well. Well, I think the graphics of this game are actually quite lovely. I mean, we got everything we need in a way, packaged in a way that it works out, and it's not too overly gory or anything like that. Alright, so here it begins, the big zombieing. My plan for now is that I want to return to the evac shelter here whenever it's necessary. It's a bit of a walk, but honestly, it's the best thing that I can take. There's everything I need in that evac shelter, and it's the safest spot to take until I have fought myself a path into town. I guess once we have cleared a little bit of that city, I will find a house or such to live in. I'm so friggin' excited. I hope I won't blow up myself there. Is this the latest experimental? Well, the latest of 1 or 2 days ago. I haven't updated it since then. Crossroads. Exactly, Joe. That's what I mean. Scariest part of the sound effects? I still have to try out all the other sound packages. I'm stuck with that one, but I actually want to try out more of those. Alright, there we go. Oh, that one was naked. It's never a good sign. That means they already died. To whatever. Alright, let's go, guys. There's a Z9. That's what's left after a K9 is dead. Stylish wallet, hip flask. Well, there's nothing I want to pick up here. Let's see. Oh boy. Big party over there. That's a lot of zombies. That's quite a lot of Z. Alright. It's a construction site. No, it's a landscaping supply pool. Mission. Neato. We might actually settle in there for a couple of days. Oh my god. What is a bar guest, and can it help me? So, I mean, do I really want to know what a bar guest is? But Huge swollen zombie dog. Oh no, I thought it was something that would fight these dudes. Its teeth are longer and its broad back is rippling with muscles and oozing wounds. Lovely. So, what's the first roguelike game I got into? NetHack. That was NetHack for me. And then Moria. And after that, a rather obscure one called Ragnarok. It was really cool. It involved all the northern mythology, including friggin' Ragnarok. I battled all the gods. And after that, I can't remember. Towns have been the hardest thing for me to explore. Hospital? You shouldn't go into a hospital. Welcome. Thanks for the follow, Mia Sophie. So... Brood zombie dog, yeah. I hope that it would be something demonic, Mia Sophie, which would decimate the zombies a bit. But well, no luck for me. And there's already something on me. What are you? A normal zombie? A decayed zombie, that's it. Get over here, boy. We have to destroy you all, sooner or later. But thanks for pointing out that monster evolution thing, because I was already wondering why sometimes there are just somewhere zombies that weren't there before. Now I know why. Alright, there's the Z9 incoming. Right. Dogs are almost the, are always the worst. So, alright. We got that one down quite quickly though before it did damage me too badly. Good stuff. Okay. So that dude is just too stupid to get out of there? Well, it's not my problem. He's trying to threaten me. Do you see? So I'm going to try and get into one of these houses. Alright, let's move a little bit slower here. Carefully. A little bit of distance between the house and me. Probably I can get inside without aggroing anything. Okay. East of me are the most zombies that I see. Alright. So getting into that house will be quite easy because there's an open window. Let's open the doors to gain access again later. I don't want to do anything with the water in the toilet, thank you. No. Well, I can't stop myself, you know. Whenever I get into these houses, I need to check out if I can loot them. For now, I shouldn't be so much about looting here. What's way more important for now is to find a safe spot and free it from the zombies. Okay, this is one of these houses. Still locked here from this side, but that's okay. We're going to be able to enter this place as we want to. Wait until you see hulking zombie dogs. No, thank you. This game keeps shocking me constantly with new monsters that I haven't seen so far. Oh, wait a sec. So, my boxer shorts are through, and my jeans are pretty done so too. So, let's see. Do I have already a leather belt? I don't. Seriously? Okay, change that. A leather belt is something you should have. Friendship bracelets. Now I feel better about this horrible place. Okay. Let's see. We should attract some unwanted company pretty soon. My God, look at this place. these parks, they are really, really bad for us. There's even feral human there. The worst thing about these feral humans is that they don't get attacked by the zombies. Look at this beautiful dog. So I'm going to make a big turn around this one. So, nope. For now, I also want to check out if I can replace some of my clothings here. So, are these dudes on me or not? Well, I'm pretty sure they will be on me as soon as I start plundering too much of that kitchen. But, as it seems, this room is pretty safe as soon as I get rid of that decayed zombie. Alright. First roguelike I ever got into was Wolf Fortress. Wow. Wazhack. Yeah, I tried to play Wazhack a bit too, but I honestly noticed when I tried to get back to into Wazhack, it was when I realized that NetHack was never too much of was never my favorite game. Get my idea? And yeah. All right, fat zombie coming in hot. Oh, I miss. I bleed. Oh yeah, critical? That's good. I like to kite the fat zombies a little bit around because they're extra slow. And I like to believe that they hit me less if I kite around. Okay, so, but since I don't want to get close to that park, we have to consider that this park over here will be just as bad. So, let's take a long way up north, as long as possible without stumbling into any wasps, because there's a big bad wasp nest north of us as well. And then I'm going to see. This looks like a pretty peaceful neighborhood. I'm so sure that this park is a nightmare too, because I learned so far about this game that usually if it's dangerous once, it's dangerous twice. These are just like biomes, basically, which are usually created roughly equally, with some changes in between. To kite is to survive this hell. Yeah, I noticed that all the stuff I'm carrying on my torso is making trouble for me. So the scavenging roll is pretty bad for me, dodging wise. So how bad is a shrieker zombie? Or how far does it shriek? I got no clue. But for now, I'll treat this like a puzzle, where I'm looking for the easiest and safest entry point. Because honestly, as soon as I have secured one point in here, the rest should fall apart a lot easier. Is that a friggin' moose there in town? Yeah, the moose is loose. God. Shouldn't this moose been hunted by zombies by now? Or did the moose already kill all the zombies? Questions. Okay, so there's a nice little fenced door here. North of me, we see a zombie. On the road, though. Okay. Okay. This beehive looks so effing scary to me. honestly. So, let's see. A boomer? What's a boomer? I somehow got the feeling as if this is the explosive type of zombie. Alright. So I don't want to get any closer to this area of the road. Free dodge practice if you have a bear trap. I like where we're getting with that. So let's start pulling the first of these. I got the feeling as if right now, armed just with a quarterstaff, I should stay away from the boomers. There we go. That was a good fight. 9 on 19mm ammo. This house here next to me, by the way, looks really good. There's just a couple of zombies to get rid of there. Damn banana. Well, I gotta say, OK Boomer was the first thing that I thought about when I saw that one too. Private property, no trespassing. Okay. Try to remember that. Okay, I think I'm at the right spot now. These areas with just rural housing should be where I want to go. I don't know if that private part, though, is bad news. Probably it is. But luckily my character is in general strong enough to handle the situation here. Just to need to be very careful with the moose. I don't want to stand between that thing. Stop grabbing me. I don't like that. Alright, there we go. No, I don't want to pick the dandelion, but thanks for asking. Empty backpack. A thermos. Oh boy, these are useful. Okay. Careful steps ahead. I just want to aggro the next zombie and nothing more. One at a time. If I keep going one at a time, it's actually not that terrible. Stop grabbing me! Alright. So, let's apply some small bandages to that. Okay. Where's that fat zombie? These are brainless zombies. Okay. I'm quite afraid to see what's behind that door, honestly. So I'm getting away a little bit from that. Mainly to get across the town that way. Well, I don't want to drive a car through one of these ruined towns. Oh yeah. I like that satisfying thwack of my weapon. And of course it's giving me a little bleeding wound before it goes down. Of course you do. Alright. We got company from a bar guest. This is not going to be fun. Okay, let's just hope I'm going to be up for that challenge. Oh, it sent me flying. Okay. But apart from that, Didn't went too bad. I mean, I did take a lot of damage on the torso, but I'm alive still. Just need to stay away from that friggin' moose. It's looking like it's up for trouble. Okay. Whew. This was just a talk. Let's put a real bandage on that torso. Okay. Let's just hope that there's not going to be that many more of those. So can I... deconstruct furniture? Oh, I don't have the toolbar, the crowbar on me. Alright, so let's see. Well, this actually does look like a... okay spot. Better than I thought. Okay. Well, there's no bad in it. It's not too good. Alright. Oh, you guys. Luckily, we don't have any zombie hulks yet. What's that? Striped pants. Okay. Can I open the doors from the inside? No. But, well, if everything goes super bad, this is a place to sleep, you know? I'm in distressing pain, though. So... this moose is in a really, really nasty, has parked himself in a really nasty spot there. I wish he would do us all a favor and go hunt some zombie, you know? Do something good. But he doesn't want to. Alright. I just decided that I'm going to head back, I thought, but... is this friggin... oh my god, there's even 2 of those. Or are there? Well, okay, but I really need to stay clear from that. So let's just say here. Yes. Okay. So almost killed myself here with that carelessness. Okay. Get out of here for now. Giant wasp guard. Yeah. These things are really no fun. Okay. So... let's do something about that distressing pain of ours. And rest up a bit. Okay, so chow down some aspirin and let's sleep for, I don't know, 4 hours and see what that'll do. I'm not sleeping at all, but it's okay. Resting is okay too. Let's see. Is there anything we need to bandage there? We can bandage that leg. Alright. Let's just pretend sleeping for the rest of the time. And heal up a bit. Okay. Come back tomorrow, you know. So reminds me of the old days when you could see Hulks in day one. Wow. Oh, that sounds like fun. Okay. Now, morning of the next day, you still have to conquer that city. My goal is to stay in the city for good, you know. But I'm pretty sure that this will take a couple of days. Just zooming out really far away because I don't want to accidentally trigger one of those death traps. Well, Steel Parliament, I think my character didn't like it to skip the entire day in there. They grow restless when you do that, you know. Mood is not improving. If your food is not good enough, it's also influencing your character's mood. I don't know what happens if your character's mood is too low, but I guess mental breakdowns might occur. So let's try and check out this end of the street or something like that. Alright. A zombie runner. Oh. These aren't that horrible. Okay, here we go. Shriekling. Every time I discover something new. Heavily mutated child zombie. Okay. So this is the child version of the Shrieker zombie. Got it. Alright. I got 2 friends right now. Which is more than I like to have, but I don't think I had the freedom of choice here. Alright. Bodies of water like that are really useful. Because I don't know how it's in this game, but I'm pretty sure that fighting in water is not exactly good for them, and they absolutely move slower here. That's one thing I do know about. Young fashions for young moderns. Food fashions for young moderns. Okay. Going deaf isn't fun. No, it ain't. Okay, so that wasn't too terrible. The bar guest was really, really scary, though. Gotta admit. Alright, let's use that body of water again. Oh, look at this zombie. Acting all smart. There we go. Some ammunition there. Get over here. Oh, they're also smart. That's the boomer. Oh god. So, you hear an explosion. It didn't hit me at all. Okay. Was I just lucky, or was that, what was the thing there? That was really weird. I would have assumed that this would be way more dangerous for me, personally. But okay, I'm not gonna mutter about that. There were more than enough things that didn't work out as I wanted them to. Yo, dude, can you just come at me without smashing windows left and right? I might want to squat in one of these, dude. Oh. My aspirin will dissolve if I step into that water. Gonna love it. Alright, these zombies aren't as stupid as I want them to be. Okay. My torso bandages have been destroyed. I'm grabbed. I don't like being grabbed, dude. Okay. I'm covered in gore. Will attract zombies. That's okay for me. I practically don't plan on being stealthy right now. Zombie dog? What direction, though? Alright, there we go. Slowly pulling the vicinity of zombie BB. Friggin' PK zombies sneaking up on me. Ham radio illustrated, that's good. I like that one. It's a good electronics book. Alright. So we're at bashing weapons close to level 4 now. Well, those stakes, they always go bad sooner or later. I keep crafting new ones. It's one of the big downsides about the quarterstaff. I really like how this weapon works in general. But they go bad quite easily. Man, this guy did hurt me. I only have 7 antiseptic charges right now. So my wound still aches. Alright, there we go. So there's a lot of zombie around me, isn't it? Well, that's okay. Let's see. We got some food here. A charcoal smoker. Neat. I like that. Alright. So let's see. Some rotten food already. Well, we need to find the bathroom. Because honestly, right now, I'm mostly interested in some antiseptics or stuff like that. There'd have to be extra antiseptics in town. Hydrogen peroxide. We can use that too. Medical gauze. I like that too. Okay. Wonderful. So probably we can sleep sooner or later in one of these houses. Well, actually quite confident. But only after a bigger sweep out action here. But I'm really enjoying how this works out. So let's see if we can use the pond to our advantage one more time. They really try to get out of the water before I can abuse the water against them. But I don't allow them to. Here we go. This water won't be the same anymore, for sure. But this puddle of water is really a true killer here. Okay. So there's a fat zombie coming up there. It's already on me. There's a huge cockroach on me. I hate those things. Alright. Just waiting for a fat zombie to come around so he doesn't clobber too much of that house and make too much noise. Structural imager allows you to look through walls. Wow, that's cool. That sounds really, really cool. So there we go. Zombies crossing waters. Really working out super good. I mean, sure, it's a little bit lengthy to do this like that. But on the other hand, at least it does work out safely, you know? This game keeps improving and improving. Yeah, that's what I love about these open source projects in general. Dungeon Crawl is also working out like that. Dungeon Crawl also kept on improving and improving non-stop. So, guys... Oh, yeah. Grappler zombie? I want to ascend there. So it seems like that is not an option. Might die here. Alright. Can't ascend anymore. Alright. Rip. Nah. Wow. Never go into a basement unprepared. Well, it had to happen. This guy had survived way too long. I've never seen a grappler zombie before. Yeah. I didn't like the starting point of this character too much anyways. But I gave him all the fair chances that he deserved before firing him away. Wow, that was a really nasty, that was a really nasty show, gotta say. Being surrounded like that and being unable to escape from the first turn there, gotta say. That was a good trap. That was a really, really good trap. Okay, so... I guess that's also a good endpoint for tonight's stream. I'll whip up a new character. He lasted longer than most of your characters. Well, I can do better than that. Or let's create a new character together before I go offline. How about that? So, first off, Barnston, you have to go. You're just outdated, Barnston. Sarasville, I don't want that world anymore either. West Tisbury is my private world, my private fun. And I'm also disabling bionic professions because this game is already enough for me without bionics. Grappler once pulled me out of a car. At least I know that I got killed by something pretty nasty. So this thing... So you shouldn't drive past a grappler. I understood. Wow. Just wow. I'm lacking the words. Alright. The world's called Valdez. Whatever that's supposed to mean. So, thanks guys. So what we're going to play? Any ideas? Any recommendations? I'm going to fetch myself some tea, so you have a moment to write me something fine. Alright. So I'll stay chicken and stick with the evacuee background. I experimented around with a couple of others. Safe Place was working out quite decently too, but I like the evacuee start. It's easy. It's a complete experience. But what kind of profession do I take this time? Oh, I know what I'm going to take. Oh yeah, I know what I want to take. It's one of my one background I did like. Let's see if I find it. But feel free to make to give ideas. I heard prison is fun to break out. Well, I gotta try that out one day too. There's so many things we can go for. So where was that? Poor backpacker. He really made it far. So where was that mall security dude? There's the security guard. Well, let's take the security guard. He's starting with a really, really good melee weapon at the beginning. The expandable baton is just it's really awesome weapon to begin with. Bottom of mine. Thanks for the recommendations there. Okay. So, hobby-wise, what we're going to pick? Is there anything brilliant there? I mean, I keep book loving because, you know, I do like to read there, but I don't know if that's really useful there. Well, it was quite unlucky to get killed there, but now I know that basements can be quite a pain. Parkour. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That's fun, but not for today. So, lockpicking. That's something I wanted to try out quite often too. Red Cross certified. Moshing. Now the world, now that the world's gone to hell, the whole world is your mosh pit. I love it. So, parkour. Video games. Brings you beginner computer skills. Well, let's stick with the book loving. I like the bonus it gives you. Let's increase the stats a little bit more heavily towards strength this time. And for that dude, well, I feel like it might be a little bit mainstream. Or I like night vision. Let's just keep it like that. Fast reader and night vision, please. And we're going to go for a weak stomach and being squeamish. 0 skills, though, would be bad, so let's pick some bad traits, too. Books are bread and butter. The more skills you raise with books, the more stats increase. Yeah. So... lightweight. Meat intolerance. Pacifist. Pain sensitive. Oh, God. Let's be ugly. I think that's okay. Wool allergy. No thanks. Strong scent? No. I don't want to pick anything too terrible, you know? Discord. Well, let's leave the fast reader out of that. And thing is, I want to have at least dodging and melee. All the other skills I don't care too much about, but being capable of beating down the first few enemies quite profoundly is pretty good. All the other skills can be acquired on the road. So that's going to be the new guide. Icon, the security guard. So, stats for skills mod. Well, right now I kind of like play with fixed stats, but I'm okay with that. So, let's see. Private airport. Steel mill. Dear. Well, I don't like that one. Let's roll a couple of new areas there. I always feel like with this game, I don't feel bad about rolling and safe scumming start points, because you play so... I put so many hours in every character that I'm okay with spending a couple of minutes with just crashing my game. Sometimes it does that. Is it only for me like that, or... Let's see. Game, please. Get back on my Twitch game. Please. Come on, behave. I've seen that from other streamers too, that they have these problems sometimes, that the game somehow doesn't show up on the stream. Hello, CDDA? We're still here, waiting for you to react. Okay. So, after all, I wanted to end today's stream anyways, so I'm just saying goodnight at this point. I'm trying to teach this game manners some other time. It has been a wonderful time, and next time we're going to stick around with the security guard dude. Can't wait for that. And yeah, catch you all tomorrow or something like that. Bye bye, good night.